I'm having a lot of problems. I was trying to set up, and there was a whole bunch of objects because I was going to be talking about giants. I set up a bunch of different type of skulls, but obviously, I mean, everything was supposed to show up here, and it's not happening. So, unfortunately, because of StreamYard again, thanks StreamYard. That really pisses me off. I wanted to show you a couple of things with the different alien skulls because we're talking about alien skulls in this stream. We're talking about elongated skulls, but a whole bunch of different skulls. Probably about human skulls. Hello, I have the secret. Ho ho. You think he knows the secret? What do you think he did wrong? Eh? So we're zoomed up again, so we can't see the table over here and a bunch of stuff. I was going to do a crazy stream, but it's still going to be interesting. But we're not going to be able to do what I want to do. So unfortunately, that's how it is. Crazy Music Space Jam. Je suis encore sur le Zoom sacrément. Là, je voulais montrer toute la chambre parce que là, j'ai des choses que je voulais montrer. Puis là, c'est ça. Hey, Pat. How's it going, man? Thanks, everyone, for being here, by the way. It's jams. Wait till it on jams. Oh, good. Actually, there's only a few people here. That's cool. Hey, I got all the way down to the bottom. Aleos, there we go. I did everybody. Now to the stream. You think they've ever found an alien skull anywhere? You think any of these are lying around anywhere? Are they going to admit they have alien bodies? They must even have the skin on it. But are any of these buried anywhere? Like, are there large mounds where some of these are in the ground, where like a whole bunch of aliens were buried in the ground? Probably not. So I had a whole bunch of things I wanted to show you, but of course now we're zoomed up. We're probably not going to be able to, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. So who came first on Earth? The alien or the human? Who came first? The alien or the human? Or the alien and the human? Maybe we're the aliens, eh? Don't forget, we could very well be the aliens. Are these the giants? Are the Egyptians the giants? Honestly, a lot of people say, well, the big statues, the elongated, heads and everything that they have, and of course, animal heads. Was it gods? Was it aliens? Was it demonic entities? Too bad I had a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to show you here, but I guess I won't be able to look at that. Here's Charlie, my troll voodoo. I better never get any of your hair. I'm kidding. Actually, it's a real wooden voodoo. No, I didn't order a voodoo doll. I got it in a box for $10 that nobody wanted at an auction. I said, why not? That's the only good thing that was in it. Along with my eagle. How's it going, everyone? Excuse me for the big maximum zoom again. We are zoomed up. We'll be looking at some images of giants. Everything that I show here on my stream on the show, I'm not confirming that any of those images are legitimate. They were found in legitimate areas and sources, for real, archaeologists that are declaring having found some giants, actually way back in the 1800s too, and before that, 1500s. And a lot of when giants were seen, it was in newspapers that it would show up. So people would appear and a reporter or something, this area, and then want to write a story and we'll put it in the newspaper. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. Like I said, I was saying it last stream, the giants in Ohio, there's Missouri, there's a couple of places, surprisingly, in the States, even Miami, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Miami, where giant skeletons were found. So they say, right? Again, you have to take it with a grain of salt. It's not hard to Photoshop something. I get that, but do I think everything is fake? No, not really. we'll see it more than once, right? Often something fake, we're not going to see it like that many times reoccurring. And if it is real, often we'll see events in history that will reoccur. So, HRH, how's it going? Hey, yes, sir. Oregon. Thanks a lot, my friends in Oregon. Weather getting a little bit crazy. Random Ralph. Evening, man. Miss Bobby Cat, how are you this evening? Thank you very much. I can't watch now, but I saw you were live. Sending love, Bobby Cat. Very kind of you and thoughtful of you on your busy night or day to stop by and say hi. Like I said, you know, often not everybody has the time every week to come by, but when you do, even just for a hello, it's greatly appreciated. See you later, Bobby. Thanks for everything. Nicole S is here. Thanks for coming back, Nicole. Thanks, you guys and gals. Nato McNato is here. I understand, Bobby. It's the thought that counts. Thank you so much. Having a lot of problems. I so appreciate you letting me know. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Alien first. Yeah, I would think so too. I would definitely think so too. Could humans have come? Could we be the outcome of whoever came down here on Earth to have sex with the aliens and made humans? Maybe they made Nephilim. Maybe we're the kids of the Nephilim. Maybe we are the Nephilim. As a matter of fact, maybe we're the giants, and all the other races in the universe are from this small to about this big. What do you think of that? We don't feel very big now because the ground's not that far when you drop yourself down on the floor to do some push-ups, right? But imagine a giant, or imagine an insect when he's looking at you walking around. The difference in size, you know. Me, it's not that I even believe all those things. It's that what I really hate is that there's so many theories that people stay stuck on, and they don't want to explore any more ideals of what could be out there, or some new, theories and ideas. Because often, 10 cent in the house. I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you very much, you guys. Diane says Alien was first. Thank you very much. You said it, Julie. We are all different kind of aliens. Exactly. Right down from the insect. Look at it the way you want. We've given everything terms. You got insects, elders, youngsters, But aside from terms and stuff, everything's a living organism. And you have to assume that every single race or species in this entire universe would want to be happy and well. Sure, there could be some different emotions because we don't understand. We've never looked outside of our own humanity, our own DNA and stuff. Things could be completely different. I think aliens, it's much like the story of In the Bottom of the Ocean. The bottom of the ocean, there's a lot of aliens there. That's what everyone says. So when you look in the bottom of the ocean, it's literally like looking at aliens. So, see, it says Bruce Schwartz is an alien. There you go. Right there. Bruce Schwartz is an alien. Yeah, we all are, is honestly what I think. We could even be the advanced ones. Apparently, the apparently kid. Apparently, lots of giants, especially in North America. Yeah, and it's surprising when you look at the map of the whole world where all the giants are placed. It's littered. It's side by side by side by side all around the world. And apparently, there's one of the ancient, most ancient cultures. Apparently, speaking of apparently, was entirely wrapped around the world on all the continents. Can you believe that? Like a primitive race, or like that many people back in the day there would have been for them to be wrapped around. And we talk about it a lot here too. And even in the last stream, somebody mentioned, and I always love hearing that, how was the gravity around Earth when the giants were here? It was probably a lot different. Yeah, I mean, Earth changes. Have you seen your climate change in your lifetime? More like in 2 years, eh? It's pretty crazy what we are witnessing. I don't care how old you are. You've probably never seen what we're witnessing now. Even those of you that say in the 40s, 50s, or 60s, it was that big snowstorm. Okay, maybe once, but now look what's happening. The world's out of control. Again, Diane Hicks, thanks for being here. Steve Bracken, thanks. Right on, man. Thanks for watching. Double Dip Friday. Rod R. Yes, sir, my friend. Thanks a lot. Thanks for double dipping, by the way. All double dippers permitted here. All double dippers permitted. Nina, thanks for coming back. British Columbia, very beautiful British Columbia. Very beautiful or smoky. Nina, are you getting any smoke in your area from the fires in Canada? I guess depending with the wind, you must, if not your own fires. I'm in Quebec and I'm having a hard time getting some information on your area. Bobby Cat, thank you so much. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. Very kind. Thanks, Bobby. Sorry about the problems with the donations. And thanks for mentioning it, though. Yeah. A lot of cheekbones now. Starting to go in. Starting to get that. It's funny, eh? You guys, like when you look here, this is a shadow. It looks like I'm not shaved there, and it's not. It's a shadow. There is no hair there. You're not shaving your left side, right? No, it's just a shadow because my face is breaking because I'm getting skinny. No, I'm not getting skinny. Probably never will be. Who knows? Maybe I will be. Stephen A is in the house. Lover of the Lord is in the house. Thanks, Lover of the Lord. Thanks for being here, you guys. Here in the news, Lover of the Lord, aliens in the news. Thanks again, Bobby Cat, considering you had issues. You're not alone either, Bobby. There's a couple people that have mentioned it. Thanks, Nicole S. Bonsoir, Nadeau McNadeau. Website costs, upgrades, equipment, camera programs. You guys can go and give a donation there. You can give a donation here. And if not, it's a free channel. So don't even worry about it. Loser guided opossum launcher. Bruce is secretly a giant. Disclosure now. I'm telling you, we could very well be giants, I often think of that. Remember that little alien online where they showed it was like this long? It was literally an alien with an elongated skull. Lots of controversial stories around that. Then people were saying, no, it was a malformed baby that came out. And no, that's bullshit. I don't believe that. You're going to see in the images that I'm going to show you, some are very concerning, actually. It makes you really wonder as to what could have happened. Obviously, maybe giants, the little people, us, were afraid of the giants, whether they were vicious or not, and probably wanted to maybe take them out. Maybe there was a war at one point with giants again with other people. It's odd because in ancient tribes and back in during the times of exploration, way back to the Ninta, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, all the explorers, Christopher Columbus, Jacques Cartier, the explorers here in Quebec, they talk a lot about seeing Indian tribes that were interacting with what looks like a very small race of humans that were smaller than small people, or smaller than someone that would consider themselves a dwarf or a midget. And that goes way back a long time ago. So Vince, how's it going? Hola, desde Denver. Muchas gracias por venir a mi canal de investigación. Bienvenido. Yeah, she's been doing that for a while, a couple times, Bobby. She donates, and but people are having such a hard time to contribute. Sometimes the button won't work for certain people. I know for a fact, says Hellbilly 1185. Thanks for coming in. I know for a fact I've seen a real giant video that was filmed by the Marines, and I can't find that. Was that like 5-6 years ago? I doesn't mean it's the same video. I saw a real research video of the Marines, U.S. Marines, and it was related to giants. Marines, and I can't find that video anywhere now. Only cartoons of it that spoof it, but I did see the real footage and it blew my mind. Thank you very much for sharing that, my friend. I believe you 100%, like most people here will too. It's fun to fantasize about certain things. Oh, aliens could exist. Ooh, it's fun to fantasize about. No, I mean, this is all real stuff. It's that people don't take the time to look into those deep things, Darla, thank you so much. Hi, Darla. Hope you're feeling well. And thank you for reporting that. Darla always has. I should pay you a salary, Darla, like all of the mods. But yes, Dollar reports when there's problems like that, when people contribute, even when people spam. She often doesn't just block them, but reports them. That's why people hate you, Darla. I had to say it, And people come here when at the beginning, Darla was just as responsible as me for having started this channel. Apparently, they were all thrashing her over the years. Many of you got thrashed. I know that. We're like a family here. Evening, Mr. Floyd. Thank you very much. Hello, Julie. Howdy, Bobby. Thanks, man. Bobby Shorter. I appreciate that, man. Louis, strong arm. Thank you very much. How tall one has to be college? Actually, that's pretty interesting. Dare we say 7 feet is maybe 6'7", 6'8", 6'7", 6'8's already starting to get pretty big, when you think of it. And some giants, like look at what was his name? Robert, the person that we know existed, right? That was very tall. When he died, he was measured. It's Robert something, the tallest man in the world, right? He was in Guinness Book of World Records. You can see him with his cane, the round glasses. That guy measured at his death 8 feet 11 inches. So that's something. That's someone in our days that we literally saw was 8 foot plus. We have the proof that people can measure 8 feet. I'm pretty sure. I would have thought that there was like some people that were 9 feet, maybe not, but in general, well, I mean the well-known ones. But aside from that, it was held pretty back. It was held back to be hush hush. But in reality, things are taken down online. Have you noticed that? I mean, even Pfizer shitheads were going back, changing on their own platforms words after many years of having written certain things. So that's what happens. Information comes out as credible. Then when it is credible, someone inserts a lie or that information disappears. Like the original video of the pilot, like I said, the last stream that filmed the Tic Tac. Video's gone. The person was warned not to talk at all, It won't be too long. We will get into the video, everyone. Gate Smasher, thanks so much, man. I've been looking up a lot about the Giants this week, and a lot of interesting things that were actually popping up. I mean, there's a crash site right now in the Pacific Ocean in Papua New Guinea. They're looking for debris from a spaceship, but they believe something crashed that was not a meteor asteroid because it had no characteristics of a meteor asteroid. So that's something cool. Lisa Eckerly, hello. And I wanted to read the rest of that, but he disappeared. 14 feet. What's up, Dwayne? Thanks a lot, man. Thanks again, Bobby. Yeah, it's true. I just have to click on top now. Giants in other realms are returning to our planet as it once was, so shall it again. I believe ashes to ashes, dust to dust. What goes up must come down. Don't spit in the wind, right? The monks and other ancient legends say. Yes, that's the worst of it, that they actually say that. It's going to be awesome. It will be awesome, man, and we're going to be part of that beauty of witnessing the new world, the real new world, and not the new world agenda. Atlantis is found. Thank you so much, my friend. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for the contributions. It would be awesome to hear your opinion on my discoveries. You have a keen eye. I'll have to check it out. Atlantis is found. I'll write your channel name down, my friend. I know it sounds retarded. I can't click on it from here. And I ask everyone to do this. Please remember, it's not an excuse to get a comment. When I finish this stream, Atlantis is found, just leave me a hello, please, in the comments so that I can reach your channel. I have excessive amounts of problems reaching people's channels. Gate Smasher, I have to go through Julie, and it means I have to go on Julie's page. And then after that, no, I can't get to Gate Smasher's page unless he comments. Like if I look him up in the search, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? There's some channels that you look up in search and the channels don't come up. Like if you write Bruce Sees All channel on YouTube, do I come up? Like Gate Smasher doesn't when I write him, But for me, none of you come up. None of you come up. Not even Julie. I have to go because I'm subscribed to her. That's why I can just click and go to her channel. But if not, I'd have a hard time. Atlantis is found. I didn't write that name down, did I? I will write it down, my friend, so that I can take the time, I promise, to check out your channel. You know how many times I've heard that? I'm just being honest. And I will go and check it. And all you people that are here after, you can go yourselves maybe to check the channel to see if there's anything good and leave the person a comment if there's anything you see that's good. Thanks, Atlantis is found. Appreciate that, my friends. Wow, you guys. JP says the smoke is awful in Michigan and JP just disappeared. There's JP. Three Armored Dive. I'm still alive. Bud Norton, thanks for being here, my friend. Geesh. Not everybody has it easy, eh? Thanks a lot, bud. Carol West. Carol, how's it going, my friend? Hey, everybody. Hi, Bruce. Was there a solar storm today? Thanks for bringing it up. I'm going to get right into what is happening. No, but I mentioned it in the last stream, that it could possibly be one in the next few days, and some important information about the sun too. Something happened on the sun for the first time that has never happened before. Experiencing quite a bit of pain and feels like pressure. Feeling better now. I hope so. Carol West. All my friends, a shitload of us people were sick, not feeling good. Carol, thanks for coming back. I hope you are feeling good and you're in the right place, because you're going to be getting a lot of energy from the community. Promise, guaranteed. Carol, today, right now, presently, there is a sunspot that is on the sun facing Earth. It's dead center in the sun if you're in the States. And if you're in Canada, it's completely sideways, the sun, by the way, which makes me super laugh. For you in the States, you guys see the sun like this. I mean, Canada, I see the sun like that. Okay. Anyways, instead of just seeing it like this and like this, right? Why would... Anyways, doesn't make any sense. There's a large sunspot that is 7 times wider than Earth right now. I was able to catch it this morning. I'm not kidding you. I think it was 20 seconds that I was able to get the sun until the clouds hit. And I still got it, though, and I'll slow it down and show it to you, maybe fit in the video with something else. It was spectacular. And guess what? We can see the sunspots with the naked eye. Now, let me tell you something. I don't want to be responsible for telling you people to look into the sun, but I did what I wanted to do, and I looked up at the sun. I have special eyes. I can see through the sun. And anyways, you can see the sunspots very clearly with the naked eye. And when I went out, if you go out with any... There goes a fucking nose again. If you go out with any camera, even your phone, if I'm not mistaken, well, it's going to break. But if you have a sun filter, like any camera, you're going to be able to see the sunspots. It's been happening more and more, but now you could even see it with a naked eye on the sun, like outside with no cameras. So do you understand? That's what they're talking about there. And it's moderately high, but hey, listen, it takes 2 seconds to check that out because the sunspots, like I said, if it's not going to flare tomorrow morning, it's and it will. I'm telling you, because like clockwork, the sun is pushing out these sunspots and storms, and holy shit, it's a big spot. Now it's back down to calmness. It's the AR 13354, by the way, which is this big ass sunspot, absolutely incredible. The last flare was X 1.1 solar flare that occurred on June 21st. The speed of the solar winds were moderately high this morning and this afternoon. Now everything's back to normal. I can see very slowly that sunspot is turning itself to veer off the eastern side of the sun. Sorry, eastern side of the sun. Costa Nostra's here. Thanks a lot, you guys. No video of flames, only smoke. Now news is quiet smoke from underground. Well, it depends if you mean here, Louis. For me here in Quebec, there's over 130 or 140 wildfires presently, and many, if not most of them, are out of control. A lot of fire, but we're getting smoke on the outskirts. So the smoke is leaving the scene, right? And it's just completely smoking out all the way down to the States, all the way down into Europe and France. Now, think of how scary that is that France is protesting right now. It's very bad, by the way. It's Costa Nostra, yeah, was the first to mention that to me today. And I went to double check the little bit that I could see, found out what happened with that teen kid. So yeah, one of the cops killed a kid. So for just running away, which cops aren't allowed doing that. So yeah, pretty bad. Unless he was running away from a murder scene, but he wasn't. It's an immigrant. I don't care. It's a human life, right? Utah, thank you very much. Senior Animation Studios, Secret YDD, thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're looking for real UFO videos and you heard 100,000 people tell you that they have real UFO videos that you don't even take the time to look anymore, I have some unique exclusive footage that I have only here that's not shown anywhere else. The government didn't even show on the moon what I was able to see under the hazes. I'm not, as arrogant as that sounds. I want people to see the truth. So if it doesn't get out to the world or into the news, at least you people will be able to look yourselves what's out there for sure. Norma C's in the house. Tim Ravel, thanks so much. El Vlajero Astral 33. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. For mis videos, no, por apoyo mis videos, no. ¿Por qué? I don't know how to say it. How do we say that? I don't remember. Blankness. Muchas gracias, España. Wow. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming back. Second time. Yes, Biden. The Biden was talking about the Iraq war the other day. It's like, what? Thanks, Darla. Absolutely. Mr. C's in the house. We were but the size of locusts in their midst. Well, that's interesting you say that. Back in the day, during the 15th century, 2,400 years before Jesus Christ, assuming Jesus Christ is real and assuming that people were there 2,400 years ago, the people were about 5'5", 5'7". That was the average height of a person. So back then, There's an ancient Chinese giant that was found at one point called the Chen Shao. I'm not sure what the name is. Apparently, it's the tallest, ancient, oldest giant skeleton ever found. It's hard to find information and factual evidence on the certain claims, and it's like it's not something they have sprawled all over the internet. In a way, that yes, but there's a lot of people that just grab pictures, and like me, I could post pictures of giants and say, look, giants exist. All these images are real. We don't know if they're real or not, right? I wonder if we in the States can tell you what's up via chat or email. I wonder if we in the States can tell you what's up via chat or email. Actually, yeah, okay, yeah, I just caught on what you're saying. That's very interesting to know, because at one point, Canada is not going to be allowed to see certain information. If they're going to be actually blocking emails from reaching people to give those links and information, that would be pretty sad. But right, Norma, I wouldn't put it by them. So what size were we back in the days? Were we bigger? Were we smaller? Do we get smaller with the atmosphere? Back in the days, was Jesus a giant? I just think of all those screwed up things. Maybe people say that's screwed up. Why? Because we have no proof or evidence of any of that. It's not even mentioned. It's not like it says his height in the Bible. Maybe it does. I don't think it does. Maybe it was 4 foot. Maybe Jesus's cross was like that big there. You laugh all you want. Right on. Atlantis says he has those pictures of giants too. Some pictures of giants. Yes. The Y Files, absolutely. Tencent. I love the Y Files. I watch them all the time. He just made a recent video talking about red-headed giants that apparently lived in the States. Because in the States, there's those hills in Ohio, the S-shaped hills. He also talked about that. But what I'm showing today wasn't what was in his video. The Y Files, you guys can check them out too. Very good channel. Michael, thanks a lot. Hey, Bruce, is it possible we are descendants of giants? I'm with you with the theories. Hulaski, thanks. Yeah, I do. Why not? I think we can be descendants of the giants, and that's why some people, they talk about gigantism. I mean, gigantism, is that going to make someone be 33 feet tall? I don't think so. There's also a skeleton that was found who was 6'2" or 6'1", but the head was 5-6 times the size of a human. That is crazy. I was like, what the living hell? Wait till you see the images. I'm telling you. We're all going to dream about that tonight. I asked something God the other day, which I rarely do, and I asked him to draw me a picture in the sky. And then at one point, I thought, anyways, that's the silly angel picture I posted in the community, because that's what I asked God to draw me in the sky. And the first thing I saw when I went out was an angel. Was it because I was inspired by God, or that there was really an angel? What would an angel look like? Have you heard what they look like, the angels? I don't think you'll be welcoming them in your house. Probably won't want to see them in your house. They're warriors. That's what they say. That's what they say. But anyways, I even stuck in 2 Bible passages, little short text at the end for people that are religious, that don't believe in aliens, or that believe that God never spoke about aliens. And I'm not even talking about the book of Enoch. I'm talking about Deuteronomy, and I'm talking about Colossians. Both talk. There's 33 verses in the Bible that talk about aliens, and that also say that God created everything. That's it. Not just in the universe. Everything. That's it. No need for interpretation with that. Hey, thanks, Gay Smasher. Native legends talk of red-haired giants. Exactly. I think what the Y Files had mentioned, and Yeah, red-haired giants. Oh shit, they must have been hyperactive. Wouldn't want to deal with a red-headed giant. Native legends talk of red-haired giants that took their people and ate them. That's exactly. Hey, disappeared again. Let me open that up. And ate them like the giant of Kandahar in Afghanistan. Cain and Abel. Apparently, that's the family bloodline that the fallen angels would have slept with them or something like that. There's, the Book of Enoch. There's a whole bunch. They talk about the aliens and everything, and I don't know why the priests are not like talking about that. Thanks, Louis. Gene Israel, thank you very much. Bruce, Michigan has been really bad for the past week. Really sorry about that, my friends. The smoke and chemical plastic smell, that's bad. Thank goodness for the filters on our air conditioners. Yeah, because even the Gene, the filtration systems and everything, people are turning them off, because you must have heard those little fibers that are smaller than sand particles, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide that's in the air, amongst many other chemicals. Yeah, that plastic smell. Up 3 times that I smelled it here, but the States, some of you guys are getting it even worse than here in Canada because the fires are here, but the smoke leaves, goes down to the States. Thank you, goodness, for the filters. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, goodness, for the filters. Driving home from work feels like oxygen is low. Just absolutely horrible. Good reasons not to get rid of our masks when that might be useful for something. Hey, is it Columbus Day too? What a perfect timing. Not thinking in the house. Hey, Jay, can you super chat as I'm using VPN? They think I'm in the US. Yeah, that's you. That's the internet for you, eh? Maybe the Giants are responsible for the recent food shortages. That's scary. I like hearing those things. I love theories. This is the place, you guys, for the theories. That's for sure. I'm telling you. West Valley City, Utah. Jared. Sorry about that. I'm totally believer in UFOs. My dad's military had some crazy stories in his flying days. I'm sure he did in Vietnam War. Wow, Vietnam War. He witnessed UFOs several times. That is crazy. I had a spiritual encounter. I mean, I was, as silly as it sounds, playing a Ouija game, um, getting information that I wrote down pages of this girl called Leah, and it's Leah, I believe her name was. They say spirits make spelling mistakes, whether it be spirits or not. She was burnt in the school by Viet Cong, and she wrote Viet Cong. When I was young, I was in grade 6 or secondary 1, and I had never ever heard of Viet Cong, and I thought it was totally interesting because at my age, I obviously understood that, in reference to Asians, Vietnam, Hong Kong. I saw Viet Cong, and I was like, Hong Kong or Vietnam? Like, Viet Cong? Is it another place, maybe? Because don't forget, there was no internet. They had just gotten it, like, for real those months. And I was able to start doing some research on that. But Viet Cong, the Vietnam War, crazy stuff happened there. The soldiers are really starting to speak out now, too, especially on recently. A lot of them are starting to speak out. I think there's going to also be a disclosure with those wars too, because there's a lot of people still alive talking about those horrible wars, the for nothing war, as they said. You see, yeah, look how we live in a small world. I have 2 very tall cousins. We're talking 6'9", almost 7 foot there. So was my uncle. So are my 2 cousins. They're very, very tall. They were 14, 15, 16s there. And again, they are very tall. So that's just you and I that have 4 or 5 giants in two families like that. So you can imagine. But 7 feet, 8 feet doesn't impress me, but I'm blown the hell away by looking at an 11-foot skeleton and seeing that the skull, instead of being like a time and a half bigger or twice as big, it's like 4 or 5 times bigger. Some of the images that I'm going to show you guys, you can see that a human being can fit inside of the stomach or chest of those giant skeletons. And one picture, the guy could fit in the femur, would be able to go inside of the femur and stand up inside of the femur. Now imagine skin over that, and imagine it being alive, running amongst little towns and stuff. You know what I mean? They must have been hidden forever, right? Like giants. I say maybe giants were a limited group of people that were maybe only 1,000 of them, or maybe only 500 of them, and they would hide in the mountains to conserve their race. And they're always afraid by the smaller. Look at it the way you want. I mean, we're afraid to go near an ant's nest, or afraid to go up to a bee's nest. I mean, giants could have been afraid of us too, but obviously there were ways that I guess you could hurt a giant, or I don't know. It's just very odd to understand. You know what I mean? It's hard to wrap your mind around the possibilities of it, but then again, not that hard, Yeah, you see, 6.9 feet. Those are borderline giants, if not giants. Thanks for that. Foot taller than a full sheet of plywood. Damn. Crazy. I don't know stereotype why it's being so hidden. Well, it's most likely that there are remnants of them hiding but they wouldn't hide it because of that. But if they're experimenting on them, what if they really have a living giant, like really tall living giant, that's interacting with humans in an underground bunker somewhere on a planet or on our planet? I mean, you got to wonder. At the beginning, I used to think, oh, the moon. Oh, they must have a laboratory there. They got laboratories here experimenting on humans. Could you imagine what they would have on the moon where nobody goes to? How sinister, it could really be. There, you said it. Tallest lawman. There you go. Thank you, Jay. He's the one they said that was the tallest. And he was tall as hell, 8 feet 11 inches at his death. That's almost 9 feet, literally 9 feet. That's really, 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 really tall. But when you look at his body, hand was wide, and bones were long and stuff, but he wasn't big ass size. It was like just tall. He must have been big too, though. You could imagine. Lee Seckerly, thanks for being here. Just look how tall the forest people are, 20 and 23 feet tall with a 24-foot. Yeah, psychotic. I mean, imagine like you encounter that. You're screwed no matter what. Wouldn't even try to run away. I'm a Google Earth explorer. Love it. Grand Canyon is very interesting place. Might have spot some strange things, Jared. Right, you are. I've been looking around that area too in the past, actually, because all of you were doing so. A lot of people said that there's even a lot of entrances and cutouts and a lot of very weird stuff. Hi, Christy. Yes. Made it for a few. Happy to be here. Hi, my favorite moon man. Love you, Christy. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that, you guys. Yes, FTB. Thanks a lot. I am shadow banned. I wish I wasn't. Honestly, really wish I wasn't. Subs are down. We're on our way down to 97.3. February, I was at 97.280. So that's how it is. Patterson footage. I believe it, Planet X. Absolutely. Tojo is here. Hiya. Thanks a lot. Too bad the Smithsonian, yes, is a black hole of our past. Thousands of giant skeletons were taken by them to never be seen again. Yes, and I know even a story that's apparently confirmed. One of them had the giant skulls had tissue, blood, and organs, and even food in its mouth. It was like a pharaoh or king, and the Smithsonian's destroyed it because they said it was a reproduction of a mummy, and that somebody tried to make it look real, and they destroyed it. Why are they hiding it? It's because they're paid to do so. There's something that they're related to, taking part in, to having to do that. That's cool. You're very awesome for giving it a moment. Thank you. I'm new, just starting. Be easy on me. I'm about to post my first live soon. Only shorts for now. Good luck. YouTube is hell. Most of the nicest people that you'll meet will be your biggest trolls in the end. So be very weary. And when people start wanting to email you, call you, meet up with you, be very weary and be very careful. You know, that's how it is on YouTube. YouTube is a shitty platform. You got to be very careful. Big ass spot, anyways. Smithsonian are liars and thieves. I believe it. I agree with that. I spy raid their storage areas and expose the truth. Keep it up. I wish everyone was doing that. That's what we should all be doing, is just trashing all the system online, continually exposing them. Wow, right on. Hey, Bruce, one of my favorite old world channels is a guy named Paul Cook, who is films, narrates Beneath Malta, Stunning Boots. Never heard of him. Seen it 2 days ago with welding glasses. Yeah, she hot. Same here, Lisa. I saw it like 22 seconds, I think, something like that. Cindy, how are you? Thank you very much. Something's been messing with me for a couple of days. I'm just off, you know. Anyone else? Yeah. Honestly, I've felt the same. A few family members too feel the same. We feel icky. Anything happening could be a cause. The sun exploding, secret frequencies that are trying to control your minds through CERN or the South Pole weather machine. It's getting scary out there. Direct energy weapons in the sky above us. It's getting crazy. Missouri here. Thanks a lot, Radar. Mr. C says, Cindy, you're not alone. Right on, Virginia. Had no sunshine here in Adelaide, South Australia for over a week. Ain't no sunshine till she's gone. Yeah, there's none here either. Pretty bad. She's so warm when she's away. Hey, thanks a lot, you guys, for listening in. You guys are awesome. Trust me. Thanks for checking, Bruce. Working on picks for you right now. Hope to send to your email. Thanks a lot, my friend. This evening, if I am able, Bruce, I've Lyme 2 and MD. Wow, Carol. I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling not quite 100%. I'm aware, but dang it. I think the fasting is keeping me going. That's why I'm feeling good. I'm thirsty as hell. I got Susan Ravella's and Rocky's coffee here. Second batch, staying warm in the cup. Hope it's warm. So, did we go see that video? I got hooked on the TV show Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, so did I. At one point, that's where I go when I'm a video's uploading for 10, 15 minutes. I go and sit and watch Skinwalker Ranch. I know all about the magnetism there, all about the Navajo story. I know that they found magnets there. They believe that there could even be a UFO or something there. All the equipment, like telescopes and programs, things being deleted inside of telescopes. They had a smaller one than me. I smiled, an 11-inch or 10-inch, and Celestron, and everything was being erased inside of the telescope. As a matter of fact, it was the galaxy or star system. I think it was a Horseshoe Nebula or whatever they were looking at, disappeared out of the bank inside of the data bank inside of the telescope, which is absolutely impossible because it's satellite driven. So it's a satellite telling you what galaxy it is. Lots of weird phenomena occurs around Skinwalker Ranch. And for those that don't know about the episodes, if you're interested in them, you should take a look at them. You're probably looking at the same channel as me. It's a guy that posts new episode every 5 minutes, and it's actually very old episodes, but it doesn't matter. That's where I was. Careful, you might fall. That is a scary thing, lover of the Lord. Imagine if there's giants in there. Ancient Chinese secret, Lysalone, a San Francisco treat. I was looking at the moon just now with my star scope. Hey, Marlon Rando in the house. The crater on the bottom looks like a giant zit or volcano or something. You know, depending on how close you are to the Terminator line, and in case you don't know, you probably do. It's the line of darkness and brightness where you see the moon phase going over in front of it. Try to get as close as you can and double check all along that black line, because we see all the elevation. And the lit side, you see a long strip of elevation that you can't see that during the full moon. So a lot of people say, oh, I want to go outside and get the full moon. I like getting it when it's 3/4 full or half full. That is the best moment, because the Terminator line is the most intense elevation. We see a lot of elevation during that phase, that part of the phase. It took me a long time to realize it. And then at one point I said, hey, look at that. Yeah, that's right, Sugar Bee. Well, actually, there were giants, not dinosaurs. Did you know that Hecklefish Charlotte?
Yeah, Hecklefish. Oh, come on.
The Y Files. That's an old cop too, or something like that. And listen, I hate the bugger sometimes, because he makes a video, talks about something incredible, and tells you that there were aliens there and that he got a message from another galaxy, and then all of a sudden he says, "It turns out it was fake." And then Hecklefish goes,
Oh, come on.
He piss me the fuck off every time he does that. Clickbait or not, it's a good channel. Very good research videos that he has. Yeah, dinosaurs, apparently they say, Sugar Bee, are real. There's real dinosaurs that were retrieved. I looked that up, and there's a whole bunch of dinosaurs. They completely, absolutely existed in Antarctica. They're buried in Antarctica, and you see that they have even food in their mouths when they froze over. That's something very odd that happened. They froze over while they were eating. They froze in place. Tartarians were a giant, and there is lots of pics of them. Thanks, Nina. Hey. Well, it's too bad that I wasn't able to. There we go. Hey guys, give me a second. Grab a glass bottle of water. Bottle of water. That bloody camera. That camera. Yeah. Pisses me off at the camera that it's so dark like that. Too bad. We're going to go see that video there, eh? Mumu cigar shaped asteroid out there is a giant's finger. Holy effing shit, eh? Wouldn't want that, eh? That's why space smells like burnt steak. War in heavens. Could be. Could absolutely be. And it's true. They say space smells like burnt steak. Even though nobody knows because no one ever tested taking it off their helmet. But yeah. Or do all of them once they're in space just take off their helmets, you know? Yes, Julie, that's my Spanish channel. If you guys want to check out the Spanish channel, I also have a music channel. And the music channel is growing, so you guys can check out the music channel just for some fun beats and ideas and some crazy shit sometimes that I do. The Elephant Man, a true story. Was it called Elephantids? I thought it was. I don't know. You mean the name of the movie, or was it Elephantis? I thought was the name of the sickness or whatnot. It's Cher's son, eh? That had that. A little inside joke. I might be wrong, but it was Cher, I think, that was in the movie, right? I thought she was anyway. Yeah, that's all I had to do is put the table there. That would have been so good. That's so sorry about being so bloody zoomed up. A child of God, but then God disappeared. I'm a child of God, but then God created everything. So I guess everybody is a child of God. That's how I see it. Honestly, that's how I see it. And in Corinthians, quoting the Bible, it's true. Because the religious people were telling me, hey, got to quote the Bible. If not, I'm not going to listen to you. Okay. Well, in Corinthians says that God created everything in this entire universe, galaxy. What was the word that he used? He says God created everything, all foreigners. And he talks about he doesn't want anyone worshiping the people on the moon, the people on the sun, or worshiping the sun. Doesn't want us worshiping the stars. You know, people look for truth in the Bible, and it's like a lot of people that read the Bible every day tell me, no, there's nothing about aliens in the Bible, and it's because I think they don't want to see it because it's filled with alien crap in that. As a matter of fact, there are UFO sightings in the Bible, literal UFO sightings in the Bible. So imagine that. Right on, my friends. Lovelock Cave, Nevada. Yeah, I did some research on that too. Yes, they do exist. Absolutely. I did some research, and there really are some archaeological finds that prove that there were the British, when they invaded India, they also found a very tall a figure. Fee fi fo fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Wouldn't want to be an Englishman in those days, eh? That's what I like to hear. God created many worlds, and probably a lot of things that we're not familiar with or would or not understand. Yeah, I agree with that. I could just easily say that, without having any proof. I'm good with that. Canadians make me laugh. Soofed. Soofed. I bet you're one of the ones that also think that Canadians say a boot. I talk about my boot when I take it off my foot. If you have a long a tongue, you might be reptilian, lol. Watered down reptile. Yeah. My sister has red hair. A force indeed. A great friend of mine. Right on. It's so odd that even people today talk about redheads like they were aliens. I never understood that. It's true, eh? Like a lot of people, eh? Lots of rumors that are not even true about redheads. Mother of my son was a redhead. No comments. God created everything and everyone. We just have a hard time dealing with that. Yeah, perspective. It is so vast. It's true. And a lot of parts that are missing from, you know, that truth also. So smog here too, a little bit today. The other day it was really bad, very bad. Charlotte White, thanks again for being here. Redheads are cute. Hey, gang, I'm here. Scissors Frank in the house. Just about to go see that video, you guys. Throat's been a little raspy here in Georgia from the Canadian smoke. That's what they're saying. Hey, guys, be very careful with the bloody smoke. Los Angeles in the house. Little high tribesters, angel dreams. Hey, you guys know a lot, eh? You guys know a lot about people are smart. You know, people do a lot of research, I guess, with everything, and that's a good thing. I just ran a really heavy truck in and was so happy to find Jack, but at field to take the other truck in, so I'm an air conditioning tractor at the moment. Ever thought of being a Coast Guard or something? You're always doing dangerous shit. And be safe from those tractors. Can only imagine how much it must suck up north. Yeah, it must really suck. And like I said, they're not even getting any smoke. The smoke's all leaving there and coming down this way. Crazy stuff. You imagine that, guys. A lot of people know tall people, eh? Norma C, I got to thank you for appreciating that, appreciating me talking about my past experiences. It took me a couple of years, Norma, to be able to talk about some of them because they're a bit ridiculous. I couldn't have presented that the moon was inhabited at the same time telling people that I have ghosts in the house. And, you know, people aren't, I don't know. You can't really present that to people in one shot, I guess. But a lot of you yourselves have Scissors Frank, thank you, brother. I'll see, man. A lot of you yourselves are opening up, talking about some personal things that have happened to you, some really personal things. And I'm like, wow, I'm honored, you know, to get the chance to hear those comments and emails and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, if you're encountering ghosts or aliens or whatever you want to call it, entities, let's call it, is a name for them all, put them all in the same boat, entities. I think it's healthy if you want to talk about it. But if you talk about it expecting on making everyone believe what you're seeing, and you know, that's not going to happen. You're best just to share your experiences, because you're going to see when somebody had the same experience as you, he's going to flip out or she's going to flip out and say, wow. So it's real. Because some people are still in denial that they've been abducted, and it's not the fact that they're in denial. It's the fact that aliens are master of their field. So hiding in clouds, hiding here on Earth with cloaks and shields and force fields, you could be sure, right? I'm the shortest in my family. Oldest sister is 6'2", brother is 6 foot, third brother is 5'11". Wow, some tall family, man. Right on, Darla. I hope it's not because they're cloning them, Christy, but it's true. A lot of people were talking about that. The giants were coming back. The giants that they're talking about or it could be the tall whites, it could be the tall, you know, fallen angels. I don't know. A species of alien that's very tall, like maybe one of 12 feet. You know, no reply from that family angel, that kid in Las Vegas. Apparently, everyone's trying to reach them, and they are no longer interacting with anyone. Enrique, they're probably afraid. 153 Mexicans are round, brown, and low to the ground. That's how we pick produce. And easy to abduct, apparently, because with UFOs especially. That's tall, Sugar Bee. Really is tall. Hey, Guggen Slayer's here. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Guggen Slayer. He has been fasting, dieting, fasting. He started dieting, I think, and now he did intermittent fasting, or now he's doing fasting. Did a fasting for a couple days. Lost a lot of weight. He was up over 200 and some pounds. I think 225, 230, something like that. And now he's down to 150, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, man. I don't want to get it wrong. It's insulting if I get it wrong. But Jason John Schwartz, my brother, on Mondays, Guggen is there. You know, there's Fatty McButterpants now. There's Garland Farms. I'm there on Mondays, and a bunch of mods and people interacting with experiences of fasting and losing weight. I inspired a lot of you, and a lot of you inspired me to lose the weight too. So Mondays on Jason John Schwartz's channel, and my featured channels, my brother's channels there. You can check it out if you want. If you're interested, and only if you're interested in learning about fasting, and he has some other subjects too. Right on, Darla. One of the boys would grab 4 sheets of drywall at once and carry it to the place you needed. Hey, that's heavy as hell. I know it. I'm a Knox. I could bring 3 forcefully as a joke during construction to show people I could do it. Heavy mothers. One's heavy. And I saw one guy, except that guy was on cocaine on the construction site. 2 on each side. They used to put it on his arms. Used to go up the ladder with that, like that, like he's all impressed, trying to impress everyone and stuff. Small kid. He's dead. Sorry. Hey, it's funny. I didn't want to laugh there, but he fell off a roof, actually. Anyway, daredevil. The guy was a daredevil. Rich, what do you think about Kandahar Giant and the Bagram Giant? I believe they're possibly real. I don't know the characteristics enough of the Kandahar Giant. Didn't do enough research, actually, in the Giants. Starting to do more now. But yeah, the unknown. Thanks again for coming back, man. I just found out that, oh, you're over here. I just found out that, yeah, there are more than one type of, not alien, I'm thinking of aliens. Giants. Arizonian giants, the giants during the Mayans, the giants 2,500 years ago. And people were short back then. I mean, look at Napoleon, little runt, driving a little pony. Coffee stays hot even after it fogs my glasses. Wagon. I said, not the old tractor this year. Guess we'll have to hire someone to do that minutes later. I'm happy you're keeping that farm going with all the crap that they were talking about with the farmers and stuff, that eventually, if you haven't already experienced some, and I'm you know what I mean, like the price changes and the feed for your animals and stuff like that. There's lots of different things happening. And unless you're a farmer, you might not know about that, but you do. Nice tractor with good suspension, hooked to bank out wagon. You need the hiccups now. You need good the hiccups. You need good suspension on those tractors. No, it's coffee I'm drinking, guys. I'm not in the booze. Chinese takeout tonight. I'm stoked. Oh, you bugger. Sounds good. Yeah, Sugar Bee. I mean, listen, when you go to a gathering of a lot of people, that's when you see it, right? Like if you go to a gathering, a concert or something, well, you disappear. You go to a concert or something, you look around, yeah, in big crowds, you will see some tall people, really tall people. Let's get into that video. Since it's 9:19 now. Why don't you tell us what fucking time you start the video? That's what they were complaining about the last one. I said, why don't you shut up and watch the video and wait till I post it? I'm so bad. Hey, yeah, subscribers are going down. So check, be sure that you're subscribed. If you're subscribed to this channel once a month, double check to see if you're subscribed out of curiosity. And if ever you were unsubbed, please let me know. Write a comment in the community or on a video. A lot of people are letting me know, and I do really want to know if that happens. Absolutely. I'm going to share the screen. We're going to look at, 10 minutes of footage, images, of course, of giants. Some of you are skeptical. You can share that. You can tell me that maybe I'm going to show one. You might say, oh, that one there, Bruce, is I know it's a fake one or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to stump anyone, right? We all know the giants exist. Archaeologists apparently declared that they were. I just don't know if the images that we're looking at can actually be real. I'm, hoping so. I have a lot of videos on my desktop. All those hardworking videos that I've been doing for my amazing community. Thanks for being here, guys, eh? And gals, thanks for coming at the stream this afternoon, too. Thanks for the double dippers. I like that one. So let's get started. And okay, first of all, I want to really take my time. Just this. That's a spine. Okay, look at the size of that. It looks like a giant vase. Look at this femur and stuff, like big bones. That's retarded. That is like absolutely nuts. That there also would be like a ball, like in a joint or something like that. It's sort of scary when you think of it, right? So we're going to leave that here. Australia's 5-meter skeleton. To give you an idea, 5 meters, guys. 5 meters of skeleton. And you can see that with a 5-meter skeleton, imagine skin on that, clothing on that, walking around. It's not something that would be walking around. Everyone would be talking about it. 5.3 meters, 17 foot and 4 inches. Look at that. That's a hell of a hole. I don't know if you know it. My house is a small house. I got a 20-foot house, guys, 20 foot in length. This is 17 feet. This is my house without the balcony. It's a person, and some of these images, you're actually going to see some people beside them. So, you can say, oh, it looks like those people were added in and, they're the colors more. And, I don't think so. If you look here, there's some text there. Okay. So these are just absolutely incredible. So that's dirt. You see they cut around there to conserve. Wow. The rib cage. That's absolutely incredible. They look healthy, eh? They have clean crowns, no damage. These could have been some very important people. Maybe it was people that came down, that God sent down to earth that we buried. Who knows? You'd think that they would have a gravestone or something, some indication of who these giants were, unless, it was something that they wanted to hide, that they didn't want to tell the younger generation. I don't know. It freaks me out a lot when I think of that. Remains very interesting. Often you see it's in India or, Brazil or Venezuela, all these other places where archaeologists are, looking at these things. Like, what do they say? What do they think, all these archaeologists, about what they're finding? How do they feel working on something that nobody knows about? This, ladies and gentlemen, is not just an ancient civilization. They claim to have confirmed that it's a civilization where the giants were buried, and that the giants are the ones that made these dwellings. I don't know if you know it. It would be really old. Some of the first ancient structures probably ever built. There's a lot of cultures. You got the Sumerians, the ancient Greek, and then you have the Mayans, and then there's a lot of other civilizations that we have no idea about at all. This one is a little freaky to me. when I look at that one freaks me out a little bit. And again, some of you might say that some of these images could be faked. I understand that, but some of these images are the images that are. I went and got them myself. These are real archaeological websites, and they're just not broadcasting it everywhere. But in reality, if it's real, you can tell by the wheelbarrow, or literally what they're bringing it on 1800s, beginning 1900s, and you see tied this giant skull where you could fit your whole head inside of the eye socket. Doesn't that scare you? So where are they? Where are the winged individuals or beings? Everybody, thank you very much for the contributions. And if you contribute and I don't see it, I will thank you right after, due to the extra starred system now that they help us locate who donates. So thank you very much. So yeah, wow. I don't know, guys. I think this could be real, Look at the size of these bones. Look at his hand. That's a leg bone here, or I hope. And you just see a small hand. And these aren't the worst ones. This one here, I'm going to pause it. This one blows my mind. It's the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. As for size, guys, seriously, do you find there's a problem with the 5-meter skeleton? Are they talking about a 5-meter skull or the skeleton? Because I don't think anything that's 5 meters tall can have a head that size on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is pretty morbid when you think of that. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. Look at it the way you want. The teeth are the size of his hand. Okay. That is crazy. He could literally fit inside of that skull. That is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Like I said, I know some are fake, and I actually left out some of the fake ones. Y-Files actually exposed quite a few, some of the fake ones. So yeah, giants. I mean, what does that tell you if your priests in your churches have never talked about these individuals, and on top of it, haven't talked about the Book of Enoch? Talk about giants in there, the Nephilim, fallen angels. No matter what you want them to be, I would really like to know if they had any wings or something. And of course, I have a dig site right here that's just like that. That they're actually digging on an Indian reserve, not for giants. Gosh, guys, I'm sure any of you would love doing that as a job, even if you'd never thought of doing so. Just getting invited. I mean, who would not want to jump in that? Pretty impressive here too, where you see them, beside the bones. Now, I'm not going to hide that me myself, I could very easily sit these people in the frame. I could try to adjust some shadow here with a little fading, right? Little shadow here. But in reality, look at that. There's a bit of a shadow there and a bit of a shadow here. You got to look at the real details and stuff. I believe that honestly, what I'm showing could possibly be real. And if these aren't real images, it could be that they're faking images so that people know that there are real, giant skeletons like that. These people would be horrifying, and they wouldn't live in regular places. Like, what the hell is this? Look how old these images are. That apparently is a giant head. Literally, maybe not the real one, but they make a mold of the real sizes of them. Now, these are some of the Amazonian giants, which really intrigue me. Oh, actually, hold on there. What did I just see? I'm going to use my trusty loop here. I want to see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. He has 6 fingers. 6 fingers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a sixth finger. They say that giants also had a second row of teeth, but apparently not all giants, from what I heard. That's intriguing. So this giant has 6 fingers. As a matter of fact, he's holding something here. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular fingers, like 5 fingers, and the 6th one right there. Wow, look at that. They're not made the same, eh? That's not a normal shape there. Wow, that intrigues me. Maybe I'm alone to be intrigued. I've looked at a lot of these images, but I'm looking at it more today because now it's when the news are actually talking about it. Look at the size of this. I mean, what the hell? Look at the giant bones. Okay, maybe we don't see a skull here. Is it dinosaur bones or large animal bones? It could be, but they look human. Very, very scary. And look who they have working on that. People that don't have money, people that are working their asses off beside the literal giant. They don't give a crap. They'll get some money. Then they'll be telling the stories about the giants. As you can see here, and I'll get it up for you, the height, but we're talking. Actually, that I didn't understand this one. It could be 6'11". Okay, 7 and 8 feet. Okay, it's both of them combined together, left and right. Okay, so 7 on the left and 8 on the right. Now, what the living hell? See all the post lines there. The object was buried not that deep, or they took all that dirt down. See all the post indications there where they're digging around where the bones are. Actually, hold on here. Well, there's our friend Robert. There he is. Holy living mother of God. Hold on. Wait a minute. What the hell? I didn't think he was that big. You can't even see the rest of his fucking head. Look at this. Can you imagine him stepping on a kid like that? Or look at the hand. Imagine the hand lifting up someone by the neck. I mean, he's a giant, all right. But what did I wanted to see here? Okay. I want to notice. I want to see the fingers. Hey, wait a minute. What the hell? What the hell is that? Okay. That one on the right has motherfucking fangs like a vampire. See that? Right here? I'm looking at it with a loop, the magnifying lens. He's got a tooth missing in his head. That's crazy. I want to see the fingers. One. All right. Sorry about that. So we saw one with 6 fingers. That's cool. Let's carry on. In the olden days, you see in the next picture, there's people that we have the proof that we're giants. Okay, we saw this one. We'll let that one go by. And you'll see an olden day photo afterwards of someone Soviet. I don't know if it's Soviet or Asian. I don't remember what the picture was. You'll see a taller person. So, over the years, people do register some of these. And I'd love to see their hands, boy. Wouldn't be surprised if they cut off some of their fingers to hide the truth. If they're elites today, they were maybe elites back then. So again, our friend Robert, who registered at 8'11", it went by a little fast here, didn't it? It's that little picture here of the Asian here. And I say Asian, maybe I'm wrong. I don't mean to insult anyone. Yeah, it's of some type of island for sure, a tribe somewhere. The guy's tall. At that height would definitely be 7-ish, right? If 7 foot something for sure. Image from a long time ago, obviously. Now wait a minute here. This guy. Okay, the shovel. Okay, his finger is 4 times wider than the shovel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be another one buried here. If you see the hand, I'm fascinated by the hand. See, they hide the hands. Guaranteed, they could probably have 6 fingers and they hide that there. Now, wait a minute. What the hell would these tiny bones be, though? That's an odd foot, isn't it? These would be old, I guess, eh? Look, there's a guy here standing on the skull here. He's there with his shovel. He would literally fit inside of both of them could fit inside of the head here. This guy could lie inside of the femur there. Crazy. That is crazy stuff. Let's see the next image. Thanks for listening in, everyone, by the way. We're looking at images of giants. What's going on? How come our friend Robert again? Again? Let it go by. Sorry about that. Ancient Roman giant. I like that one. Now, guys, were the Romans like that? Like, I mean, what the hell? Look over here. There's another skull. Or that could be a rock, but we see another chest here. Bones from the chest. But look at that. Holy shit, eh? That fascinates me. Again, can't see the hands. The aliens have 6 fingers too, you know. So what's this? Was this built around it? Oh, no way. Seriously. Ancient Roman giant. So, okay. This is outside and it was under a flooring right there. Around hiding inside some building somewhere where they went and buried it. Wow, crap. That's interesting. That one looks real. Look how old it would be too, eh? Well, there were giants here. I don't know what the hell happened to them, but they were definitely here before. That's scary stuff. Look at the size of it, of the people. That's crazy. You're not going to interact with somebody that big there. They would be in the news, right? Unless if they're a human, if that was a human born from someone here, don't forget, all those people are supposedly human. That means each and every one of these big buggers that you're seeing would have been born from a mother, human mother. No freaking way. Like this guy's skull born, how big was it? You know, look at the size of them. Absolutely incredible. This one is horrifying. The next one, well, this one too, but the next one's pretty horrifying. I don't see a human in the next one. What do you see? I see a freaking dinosaur or it looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a human head. Scary stuff. But still, you look at the size of it. And again, I'm no professional archaeologist, but there's some signs and telltales here that can confirm that this is something that is really old. Look at from inside the skull here. Boom, boom, the different layers coming apart. How many years would it have to sit there for that to happen? Look at that bone. That fascinates me. Let's carry on. That's pretty cool. And again, you know, pretty big one. Actually, looks like it was burnt. Some of these bones, when they were exposed, they become brittle. They become turn into dust. This is supposedly a tall pharaoh. Again, the 2 circles there, the holes there. 1.987 meters. Look at the size of the head. It's ridiculously large. Some of them, obviously, you'll see some marks where some of them were like, you could see how they were killed. Excuse me. So back in the time of the Egyptians, like I said, 2,400 years ago, how tall were the people? Egyptians weren't tall. There's another skull, but that you don't see much there. Oh, I wasn't supposed to show these. Didn't want to get a copyright strike. Let's just continue right here. So you can see again, that would be a very thin but long person, right? Look what's around them, how they were buried. They got stuff in their faces and eyes. And sometimes you see some of the old burials where people have things, daggers going right into their mouths. So we saw one with 6 fingers. We saw one with literally 2 fangs, 2 giant teeth there. This one reminds me of the guy on the right doing a Masonic, level sign. So look at that big guy. Some people might say, well, Bruce, that could be fake and stuff. Of course. I mean, I get it. But apparently they're admitting that some of these giants were actually retrieved for real. Always very bad images, though, eh? Yeah, that looks like a real mummy, actually. That he's mummified, standing up in the coffin. That son of a bitch would want to have that in the living room, eh? You put that up in your living room? I wouldn't. Like the guys that are there are possibly 6 feet on top of it there to give you an idea of how tall they would be. All right, that's enough of the gory little bugger. Enough of him. There's one that I like. There's also some of the Vatican that skulls are elongated. I actually thought that these were from the Vatican. Maybe they are. But that is 100% an elongated skull. The eye sockets are way too big. The chin is not like ours whatsoever. That is not a human being. It can't be a human being. We don't have skulls like that. Pretty trippy when you look at it. When the Bible verse starts, don't worry, please don't leave. It's a sentence. I just want to show something related to aliens. You want to go see some art, maybe 2 pictures or 3 pictures that show UFOs. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you an image of a crucifixion with the Jesus Christ being crucified. And on the top right and left of the image, you see a spaceship with even a star logo on the outside of it while he's being crucified. And these images go way back. So I could be wrong. This is an image that I saw that I found without a doubt is the queen. I put my hand in the fire. That's the queen right here. Hello. It just has to be her, right? But look what she's looking at. She's looking at her daddy. Looking at her daddy, the fallen angel. Won't get into that. Anyways, Rothschilds. Moving right along. There we are. So, ancient alien discoveries of 15th century. Joe Rogan showed it. A whole bunch of people showed that. So, what do you see there? On the top left, if we zoom up on that image, you see over here on the in the circle on the left is UFOs, but on the right, there's a guy with his hand up like this, deliberately pointing up to the sky, right there, looking at that UFO behind it. Or you could say it's a planet or whatever. What's this? And what's this? It's a UFO, rocket even. 3 ends at the end. There's a star sign or sun sign right there. He's inside. Okay. Look, you can see his dash. He's going 50 kilometers an hour there. No, okay. You can't see the dash, but look at that. What's up here? Top and left. There they are. Same height as the angels, right? They're up there beside, the flying saucers. All right. You ready? So the video is done. And Colossians 1:16. Okay. Those of you that don't believe in aliens and that maybe would like to know what God thinks of aliens and where there could be proof, Well, I'm just looking at this stupid example, silly example. Uh, For in him all things were created, things in heaven, on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. The end. I stopped researching. Bruce doesn't take long, eh? That's all it took. Here's the last one. Deuteronomy 17:13, 17:3, sorry. 17th Shapito, third vial. And contrary, I guess 17 chapter and third verse. And contrary to my command, meaning him, has worshipped other gods, bowing down to them, or to the sun, or the moon, or the stars in the sky. So there you go. Lots in the Bible that talks about foreign beings, the beings of darkness that God also created. You know, why? We may never know, you know, but apparently he did create them. That's what he says. This is a video. I'm going to be putting it in the next video. The crazy black clouds are at home. You'll be seeing that later. Yet another good stream, as always. Stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to get on here. So I hope you've been appreciating. Merci Aleaus Valhatla. Merci mon frère. Thank you, brother. Gate Smasher, thanks for everything, man. Atlantis is found. Gate Smasher. Bobby Cat. Love you guys. Let the world go away. Just think all the imagery things turned out to be real. That's another thing, my friend. I am Kai. That's very thoughtful of you, Lisa. Atlantis, you got one subscriber. Coming in hot. A little inside, my friend. She's going to be one that you're going to want to keep. Everyone needs eyes in the community, and some of you have been my eyes here. I really appreciate that. A topography map of Horn of Africa shows a dragon and giant fish makes the mountains. See all these stories that they integrate into it and hide in it. It's amazing, eh? All hidden in art. It's like they wanted to keep the story going, and they did, you know. Yeah, over 7 foot men. That's pretty big. Has Bruce posted any of the giant pictures? Just did, my friend. New England Dirt. Rudy, thank you very much. Hey, brother. Thank you so much, Gate Smasher and Julie. Love you guys. Awesome video, Bruce. Keep bringing the truth to the people. Absolutely. One that we should do, Gate Smasher, is I should tell some of the Indian stories. I wish there were some. I was allowed showing some of the videos that were made, some of the stories. I listened to a lot of them online. I was interested in about my roots, you know. One blood. Don't meet up with anyone at all needed. Give your number out either. Yeah, be very careful about that, guys. Be sure you trust the people that you're interacting with. Thanks, Lisa. Anyone want to buy tamales? Need your email? I'm gone. The fuck are tamales? Is that like weed? Yeah, the sugar bee. The over the 7 foot part gets to me too. Anthony B, the answer, where is this roughly, if you don't mind me asking? Question, the answer is, where is this roughly? Anthony B, would you ask me that question again of exactly what? Sorry about that. I will be more than happy to answer, my friend. Do you mean, where is this? Yeah, you have to re-ask me again. Let me know. think the real giants were hundreds of feet tall, if not more. Oh, I believe that. I believe that. I saw some insane stuff when I was in Eastern Utah a few summers ago. So maybe, yeah, thanks for letting me know that. Maybe, merci de house, huh? Maybe we are the descendants of the giants, like some of you a few times at the beginning mentioned to me. Maybe we are the outcome, the babies with the giants. Sometimes the baby was really tall, obviously has certain powers that humans probably have certain powers and they don't know it. But actually, I think it's the opposite way around. I think the people that have the powers know they have powers and that those people will never tell any other people of the abilities that they have. They'll just use it as a tool against the others. Two truck drivers I met over the years, they were over 7 feet. Incredible. Trying to figure out how they drive the trucks. Yeah, man, seriously. Or asleep in the sleeper. Well, like we saw the buried skeleton, you see how their legs were bent up and cramped up like a little child, like a fetus position? They had no choice to do that. If not, the friggin' burial site would be too damn long. So they got the hands that go in and they put the feet, bring the feet in. That's incredible. So interesting. Question. The answer is Rockwell, Texas. The History Channel did a hit piece on it. But the truth is exposed. Yes, I saw the hit piece. I even have a report of paleoarchaeologists. Those are the ones from University of Texas stating it's not a natural formation. You see, the proof is there. It's it can no longer be denied. We just got over one. I'm Kai. Right on, Gate Smasher. You guys keep coming back, man. I can't thank you all enough. Julie, we did here past couple of days. I have right now, it's my knee problem with the knee, bending the knee. I just took some magnesium pills. Louisiana in the house. My amazing Louisianians. My Louisians. Folks, there are only 9 frequencies. You should look them up. I also sleep too. One of them, folks, gotta like them up. Healing frequencies. They exist. Mid to upper 90%, 90 degrees Fahrenheit for the next 3 or 4 days in my area with a high on Tuesday of 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Be very careful with that, my friends. living living room speakers. Storm is coming, my friend. He says, I think certainly the problem for me. Oh, yes. Is there a way to check when they are on? Yes, actually, yes, Carol, there is a way to check when the CERN is on. I do not know the website by heart. When they're active, you could even see some of the parts that are actively moving. I'd have to double check that, be able to let you know. Jack drove away to buy coffee. It'll be there cold for tomorrow, Christy. Wow, so many people came by tonight. I think it's pretty awesome. At least there's 123 watching. We don't get subscribers, eh? It's hard to believe that the last live stream did very good, by the way. It's you guys don't see it. It's on its way to 4,000, by the way. So it's over 3,000. His Highness. Like my crooked tooth. Bruce, great music mashup on earlier video. I appreciate that, guys, very much. I appreciate it. The Cajun drum sounds badass. It sounds like a drum, a bass boombox in a strip club. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, 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 ah. It was awesome. Not that I've never been in a strip club at all. I don't know what that looks like, but I have some guy friends that explained to me what girls do in there. It's so bad. So naughty, those girls. Those 90-year-olds on the stage. Maybe even 95. Remember the Ray Cerrone commercials? Yes. No new ones with addicts swinging off the cars. No, not anymore, eh? Solar eclipse going to literally directly over my house in April 2024. That's coming. Yeah. North America partly is going to see it. I can't wait to set up experiments and capture video of the shadow bands. Yes, very interesting. I'll be doing the same. Looks like the water is above to me. I would agree with that. It really does look like the water's above. Thank you, Darla. Hecklefish. Yeah, I believe that. Listen, look at it the way you want. With dinosaurs, would they not be consuming dinosaur meat? Like after killing one dinosaur, would it not feed an entire town for a day? Right? Look at that meat, all that meat on the dinosaurs. I fear our government will start something this 4th of July to distract from Biden. I'm afraid so too. It won't be good if they do. And yeah, well, our Canada Day is destroyed. The festivities, fireworks are canceled. Everything's going to be canceled for sure. That's a fact because of the smokes and all the crap. Eric, thanks, man. I'm doing well, brother. Thanks a lot for asking. Really love you guys. Could be, Nina. I don't see it happening. I think the alien invasion was way back. I'll say, like Anika said, it was back in 65. A long time ago. Saw with my eyes 2 nights ago, long cylinders following each other. Then through about 1/3 of the sky, they disappear. Rand got my camera and got great pics and videos of all of it. That is absolutely incredible. Wow. And the suits when they come back. Yeah, yeah. I know. But why though, eh? Like why do they smell like meat? It's because it's something cooking out there. Maybe space is alive. Again, Charlotte, thanks for coming by. Dean Smith is here. Thanks, China Man. Looks like a petrified turd. Yeah. I don't know, but there are lights going in and out of the surface of the moon. Is it the same light phenomena that we have here, Dean, or is it really humans, aliens, and UFOs? Pretty sure. Pretty sure the aliens are up there. They're inside of the moon. The moon's like literally probably even a spaceship. So, hey, that's awesome, Lisa. Smithsonian will not have destroyed anything. They will no, yes, I agree. I agree with you for sure. What they said they destroyed, they just bought it because they paid for it. They paid 1.2 or 1.5 million dollars, and this is only one event, and it was for a giant skeleton remains, and there was a lot of fleshy meat left inside of the chest area, and the neck and the head, around the head. It even had its hair, partly its tongue. So they're going to do DNA tests with that. They're going to be sharing that with the elites. It's going to wind up in an elite museum for sure. I mean, there's areas where, elites and everything are looking at everything there. Everything's set up. You have to imagine that giant research centers. Like I'm talking not a small one. Is there a research center here on Earth where they have everything from giraffe, elephants, giant skulls, UFOs, rock samples, research center, everything there, everything that consists of researching and archaeology underground, hidden from humanity. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Did God create Camden, New Jersey? I'm afraid he did. Right on. How did my equation weigh on you since the last podcast? A commercial, Bruce, pun intended. I'm getting good vibes, my friend. Atlantis is found. If you have the Gaia channel, you can hear and see Emery Smith show pics and talk about them. Absolutely, and they're showing real stuff too. Elephant Man's disease is called neurofibromatosis. Really, eh? My daughter has it. Thanks for sharing that, Norma. Tumors grow along the nerves when growth hormone spurts. Yeah, that is a horrible disease. Yeah. Absolutely. No, we will react as a populace. That's the thing. They have no idea how people are going to react. Jason Beresny, how's it going? In all religions, there are aliens mentioned. Every single one of them, my friend. Every single culture, even on the ancient hieroglyphs, that you can actually see. I should have showed that in this video. It would have been interesting. Helicopter, airplane, boat, truck, car, all depicted. Everything's depicted on the wall there. What if Jesus was a time traveler? His Highness, thank you very much, brother. That is interesting. And for me, I mentioned it the other day and I was dead serious about it. I really do think he's a time traveler, but actually, I said he was a scientist and a spaceman. I believe that there is a higher being, or there's a being that came here to Earth, and when they came down with the lights and stuff, that was pretty impressive to the beings that were here on this Earth, not understanding how they could fly around the sky like that. You could imagine, in theory, how it could really, unregulate someone. But yeah, like I said, maybe Jesus is most likely was a time traveler. That would make the most sense. I don't know. I'm right. Some people get all the luck. Sorry, Charlotte. Right on, Radar. Yeah, fireworks. Combat the system. Screw them all. Cops are on their way. I'm sure Jesus is a time traveler. Why not? He's Son of God. There you go. That's a type of understanding. That's the way I think, anyways. Might be a porn star as well. Amen to that, brother. Well, not that I'm a porn star, but to the other thing. Learn so much on the Gaia channel, not in YT. They sync on there. Yep, absolutely. Most are here just to make the money. Considering when the skeletons, before I get off here, were found, says Norma C., I think giants were a lot more recent than we are told. I've seen some cool photos. Yeah, I would agree with you, Norma. The giants there, for all we know, could have lived in the 1400s, 1500s, maybe in 12, 1300s. And the way people are talking that giants were around 3,000 years ago, maybe there were, but maybe not. Maybe it is something recent, because that's something very important that we have to always say could be recent. Wife is redhead. They're definitely aliens. Right on, Jason. Oh boy, fireworks tonight. Well, it's Canada Day, by the way. What's the date tomorrow? Canada Day tomorrow or the day after? Do we have a 31st tomorrow? Thanks for coming in, everyone. She's okay and made it to adulthood. Awesome. For your daughter, that's awesome. I have a granddaughter now. That is beautiful. 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 And why do Americans think Canadians live in igloos? Yeah. Yeah. And in Canada, not Canada. Canada. Yeah, well, that's and the worst of it, for real. I know some. I've seen some Americans that, for real, said, "How the hell, do the Indians walk around amongst the cars and everything with their horses and stuff like that? I said, guys, are you absolutely serious? Then they asked me, the GRC, they said the horses in Canada up north are all on the horses. No. They drove on horses in Ottawa to run over an Indian lady, but they didn't do anything else aside from that. During rituals and cults. Royal Canadian Mounted Police, when you become a Royal Canadian Mounted Police and you enter the force, you go to a big assembly where you come in on a horse with your flag and stuff like that, and you walk in and you do this big ceremony, and all the wives are there with the white gloves clapping. That's my husband. Yes, my husband. That's what they do. But in Canada, the igloos and everything, the only igloos in Canada are the ones that the kids make in the backyards. When you think of it. Nunavut. Oh, you'll have some igloos there for sure. Nunavut. That was written at 9:11 p.m. Hey, thanks so much for coming in, everyone. People come to wrong conclusions. Is the problem. No tests are done for the most part. Right, you are. It is good for the soul. Absolutely. Larry from Missouri, thanks a lot. Baby, True Cyborg, thanks for coming in, you guys. Yes, Canada, Norma C. Or China, or like Floyd said the other day, Canadastan or Kanagastan or something like that. I got it wrong now. Just moved to Utah from Kansas City, Missouri. What part of the moon should I aim my telescope? Dean, aim it on Earth's side. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no choice to aim it on Earth's side. Mare Fecunditatis and Copernicus and Clavius crater. Okay, so when you're looking at the moon, you're going to be looking basically the left side. Everything on the edge of the left side when the terminator is in 3/4. On the right side, Endymion crater, Mare Fecunditatis, you turn the moon left, and then you got Mare Fecunditatis on the right eastern side. And that's where I filmed the UFOs leaving the surface and inside of the moon, where I was able to get some proof of that. So that is something I'm starting to miss my moon research. I go a week without I do it on purpose to try to entice people to come. Listen, honestly, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for coming in, everyone. You know the news that's coming out this week. Just to let you all know, I'm going to keep you all posted with the UFO news and updates. Lots of updates are coming out. Lots of new whistleblowers. David Grush says more information is going to be coming out about Roswell. There's a lot of pictures. We're going to be seeing the aliens, I'm pretty sure. There was a survival alien that survived the crash. So that's a little scary. Now there's a video of an alien sitting in like pajamas, sitting there in an office, which looks totally bogus. Why does it look bogus? Well, because an alien sitting in an office sounds bogus, but that is where he'd be sitting. And the alien would know it's to sit down, right? Right? Pretty obvious. Can they, there's a whole bunch of things before I get off that I want to know. Do they speak English? Do they speak at all? It's an EBE apparently that was caught at, I don't know if the EBEs are actually the Ebens, but Steve Greer, Gaia, and all that, they've shown real alien images of Ebens. They exist. One especially 39 inches. These 4.5 feet, the Roswell Indians. Gary Lapointe Sr., thanks for coming in, my friend. Smoking Vermont. So sorry about that. Just over waters. Oh my God, the sirens going off. The F-18 jets around it was so off. Wow. I got that all on video. I heard a jet going by while I was filming that cloud. I don't know if it was a jet. I even heard a sonic boom. I'll get that up on the next video for you all. Yes, there are, Larry. Hey, everybody, thanks a lot for coming in, and to everyone that I missed and answering your comments. I apologize for that. Christy, thanks for being here. Jack's here, gotta go. Hope you're all still here when we get back to the field. I hope so. And if not, have an amazing evening, Christy. And you guys, Lisa, Darla, Julie, Floyd, Mods, everyone, thanks so much for the contributions. Thanks for coming to the channel. Thanks for subscribing if you're new to this channel and you just stop by. If you subscribe to this channel, it breaks a troll. It breaks them. They become depressed. So 100,000 subscribers. We're less than 3,000 away. And the next big boost is going to be the jump to 100,000. So trolls, be prepared. Get the Kleenex boxes out. Ask your moms to start making chicken soup. Because when I hit 100,000, you will have wasted 8 years. The guy's like, okay, Bruce, shut up while you're ahead. Thank you very much, Miss Julie Stats. I appreciate that. I love you guys. Chris Belvedere, thanks for being here. Believe it or not, the fallen angels were the good guys. They were followers of Enki. You said, believe it or not. I believe it. And yeah, listen, the story's upside down. A lot of people don't know the truth about the story. Hey, folks, I'm at my new place doing a drone over the city. Awesome, to Cyborg. Without the permission of the city, of course, because we're not allowed. How I'm a bad one. We're not even allowed. Screw the city. Do it. Do it. Guggen, thanks again, bro. Hey, for listening in. You guys rock. Aleaos, thanks, everyone. That's who the Giants are coming back, Larry. Yes, when people say that they're coming back. Yeah. The story is, I know that much. Anunnaki are the ones that came from Nibiru, if I'm not mistaken, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. They left Nibiru, which is in our solar system now, maybe not before, but it is now, came here, but then there was this devastating flood. So they had to leave, obviously, and they went back to Nibiru. But apparently they were destined to come back. It's a part of the story that I heard. I used to be young, Bruce, carrying 4 sheets of plywood at a time. Have learned not to. Yeah, that's how it is, eh? We're like impressing the boys when we get to work. I used to go up on the roof. I was afraid of heights. Do you think I told the construction guys I didn't like heights? No, not at all. One guy asked me, "You afraid of heights?" No, I'm not afraid of heights. I was on the ladder. One guy shook the ladder. I said, "Stop it." He shook the ladder again. I had 2 stacks of black tar for the roof. You know, those little pallets. See how I'm losing my English. 2 stacks of roof tiles, right? On each thing. It's like 50 a pack. It's 100 and 100. And I'm going up, and I would go up and lean on the ladder like this, like lean on the ladder, not even use my hands, and just go up with my feet and lean. So if something happened, I would just grab the bar. When he shook the ladder, the first reaction I did was to get rid of the things. I grabbed onto the ladder and I clenched my legs around the ladder. He got on the side of his shoulder, the whole pack that came down. Could have killed him. He called me an idiot. I was really mad when I got down there. I told the guy, I said, when someone's working in heights, going up behind someone in construction on a ladder like that, when I'm 25 feet up and I'm sweating like a fucking pig, okay, I'll kill you. I'll jump right down off the ladder and I'll jump on you and I will rip your head off. I will not let anybody touch me in a ladder at any heights, because I will go down and I will track you down. There's one thing I don't like is heights. See, the aliens know that. So like I said, little buggers, when they come and get me, they like dropping me off at about, not too high. They drop me off at about 18 or 19 feet, check me bounce. I'm having some smoked bacon. Smoked bacon. I'm gonna have to try that. That's one thing I haven't tried actually. My back is just coming apart tonight. This is excruciating. Hey, take a load off, bro. That's how it is now because you're forcing with your right foot or your left foot, which the one that's not in the brace or whatever. How's your leg, man? I hope you're doing better. Right on, Gate Smasher. All right, guys, I am off. You're probably getting bored by this time. 10:15, so we had an amazing stream. I hope you enjoy the little videos. You know, it's not much, but we'll do that. And of course, I have my research that we'll be going over the videos all the time. Mostly every stream or every second stream or whatnot, we will be looking at, some new information from the UFO news when it comes out. There's the Black Vault there, by the way. I don't know if you guys know it. There's some Jeffrey Epstein files that were released. If you want to go to theblackvault.com, there's some files also on a bunch of other issues like the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. There's a lot of documents there on theblackvault.com, over 3 million documents and files, so you guys can check that out. Have an amazing evening, everyone. I love you all so much. Thanks for the incredible support to this channel. Don't let me down. Keep on coming back if you're interested in the videos, and don't change a thing. Have a nice evening, everyone. See you in the comment section. Get a video up tomorrow. I'll be up like a bat out of hell tomorrow to see what's in the news. So what's going to be next? Tomorrow, let's make it happen. Tomorrow, they're going to talk about, everyone's going to be talking about a second crash site. Because don't forget, they were all threatened, all the farmers, even the military people in charge. One guy was given materials to go to bring to the farm to pretend, that it was a balloon, by the way. Okay. David Grush says Roswell files and videos are a real hack. He said it's all manipulation that they did. So we'll be hearing more about that. They have to go through the clearance, I guess. They have to go through national security. It's a big story on the inside, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on with Luis Elizondo, guys. By the way, this guy, biologist, he was in charge of secret files and information for the government. Okay, apparently he was in charge, he said, of ATIP. Everyone says he wasn't in charge of ATIP at all. He just had a clearance, and that he was in charge of files and documents that were top secret. He quit, resigned, and now he's under investigation. Someone's trying to take away his clearance. So I'll get back to you on that the next time. There's a lot of stories. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for keeping you here like that. Thanks, mods. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to all new subscribers. I'll talk to you all. See you all in the comment section. Bye for now.